just wanna ball on them to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just wanna fall on them to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. I know you asking for this change in your life, but ain't living it right because you thugging at night. Your mama praying and your daddy did too. They gave you 5, but you only did 2. Now in your mind you be hearing voices. Should I go back in or make some better choices? Should I get a job or put on black forces? Go and hit the streets or take some college courses? But all you ever felt was pain. All you ever seen was rain. Got you thinking to yourself, man, this shit will never change. And all the pressure that you feel make you want to give it up. But you looking at your babies and you know that they enough. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayer, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just wanna fall on them to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just wanna fall on them to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Hey, all the shit that I done seen, man, I really needed help. Whole world filled with people, I was still by myself. Really on my grind, I was feeling for that wealth. Every day cutting corners, I was cheating on myself. Nigga busting at my melon, how the fuck I cheated death? Fucking with no rubber, I was playing with my health. Looking in the mirror, couldn't recognize myself. Heartbroken by a bitch, couldn't love nobody else. But when I heard the truth, them bitches left me by myself. And if you hear the pain, you should see it for yourself. Marching like a soldier, I was really for the death. One west till they buried me, couldn't be nobody else. You boy. You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. Many yo.
I'll forget a little bit.
But that was my niggas to be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my I can gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping, man, hug them. It's a amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
So 1 second, here we come right now.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my households. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
Check. Oh no, the camera. Yes, a little low. Tap it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with other two.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me, making this slavery be draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Me affected them.
Check. Let's see. Should be too wild now. Sound good to me. Yeah, we rocking and rolling, baby. All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah, Yahweh Shamar, Alatah Bashim Yahushai, all my brothers and sisters, man. This is the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command Engineer YAHANNA. Right. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Blackity Black Movement, Muslim Mosque, nothing. We stand alone, and since 1969, we're teaching the truth about this Bible, that our so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians are the real Jews. We are the Israelites. And knowing that we must keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Today is the Wednesday night law class, biblical law class. Of course, we'll be taking any questions that you may have online. Any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. Lord willing, we'll do our best to answer them tonight. If not, we'll get the answer for you tomorrow. Also, to you understand, big shout out to Durham, North Carolina Pier for going to be hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover right here in North Carolina, man. You understand? This class is coming from Fayetteville, North Carolina, but we only an hour and 20 minutes from Durham. You know what I'm saying? The 55th annual Passover is going to be in Durham, North Carolina. So go ahead and start making arrangements right now. Do not wait. You understand? April 20th, Durham, North Carolina, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Like I said, you got any questions about making arrangements, Passover fees or where you're going to stay at, anything, man, just contact your camp leader. They're actually taking hotel bookings right now. So every class, we're going to be promoting the Passover. Also, the lamb slaughter, the black party is going to be more glorious than it ever was. All the events, Stagville, all the events is going down, man. Just stay tuned. We'll be shooting commercials. We'll have a lot more information for brothers and sisters so they can look forward to getting it on for the Most High in Christ, man. The same energy we put into celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's and Grandma's magic golden year's birthday, we better put the same doggone energy and zeal into celebrating the Lord's high holy days, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? All the money we spend on weed and getting high, put that money towards this truth, man. So we can help other brothers and sisters who are less fortunate than us and give the priest the funds, man, so they know what the hell to do with it. So all we're going to do is smoke it up anyway. You understand? But the Passover is coming up, so prepare yourselves, man. Let's get ready. Can't wait to face the east and say those prayers with all my beautiful brothers and sisters, man, and shake the damn firmament, man. You understand? Cause all these plays to go to and fro. You realize that's why it's happening. We praying for it.
That's right.
This Bible ain't magic. This is a real book, man. This ain't the damn Necronomicon. This is a holy Bible. This Bible ain't full of spells. This Bible is full of prophecies that will come true, and it's coming true before your very eyes. You understand what I'm saying? Those priests and prophets wasn't playing, man. Everything that you've thought about the end times or you heard about is happening right before your eyes, man. And we living in such a beautiful time. I hope to see Christ return in my time, man. I hope to see it. I just hope my brothers and sisters wake the hell up before it's too late. And for the ones that are so quote unquote in the truth, for us to endure and stay in this truth, man. Pray that the Lord give you strength to not fall to the ways of Satan and all his damn lies, man. Because it's quite easy. I'm watching the news, man. You know, and big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got Sister Kalaya Pie in the building. Trooper Quadar, you understand? Big shout out to Cooper, Sister Arba in the building. The usual suspects. Sister Nara in the building. Okay, I see you. You know what I mean? Sister Nara had to tighten me up real quick for class, man. I had my old afro out. Threw two braids up in the player's head for me at one time. But big shout out to everybody, man. Y'all got any questions? Type them in the chat, man. But like I said, you know, watching the news, man, and what's going on, of course, in the Middle East, the big news is Gaza, Hamas, Israel, you know, the war in the Middle East. You ain't seen war yet. They bombing each other, you know, but that's you know, these are little baby wars. Right. The real SHIT ain't hit the fan yet, but it will. YAHANNA always said when they start playing around in Israel, when they start messing around in Israel, Holy Land, just hold on to your seatbelt. Right. And I've been holding on to my seatbelt, brother, watching the news, smiling, and I love it. But what's disturbing is the cry and the support and the complaints from Black and Latinos I'm seeing, man, on Facebook, Instagram, and news, and just around the way. They are feeling sorry for the Israelis. They're feeling sorry for Hamas. They're getting mad at other Black folks for what? For not being vocal about the bombings? Negroes is really getting mad that the average Negro in America does not care about either side. So much so, people are starting to say we need to pick a side. So you mean tell me as a Black man living in America who suffered all kinds of oppression, coming out of my mother's womb, suffered oppression. You mean to tell me because two heathen nations are fighting each other over land that don't belong to either one of them, and babies are dying, they're getting bombed to piss, I have to pick a side? Damn that, man. You're picking no side. You crazy? That is the most sellout garbage I've ever heard, man. It's like it never ceased to amaze me, you know, the lengths our people will go to try to feel like they're part of America and feel like, you know, they're the good ones. You must care. Who cares about us, man? Right. I don't see nobody getting on the Chinese or the Asians about not saying nothing. I ain't seen that one person say you Asians need to pick a side. You haven't seen no Asian be vocal about what's going on right now with Hamas and in Israel and Gaza. You ain't heard Asians say a word. They just selling you cat, rat, and dog. Still selling you 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. They ain't saying nothing. Right. And no one's charging them nothing. You ain't boycotting their restaurants because they ain't saying nothing. But you are getting mad at the average Black man who's working 15 hours a damn day just to make a living. You understand? You get mad at him or get mad at some Latino telling him they'll pick a side. Are you crazy? There make no sense in this place, man. I can't wait till America's destroyed. I just hope my people wake the hell up so we're not part of that nonsense. But watching the news and, you know, what's popular in social media right now is what's going on in the Middle East. but that's been prophesied in this Bible, man. You understand? We know we've been teaching this UPK since before I was in the truth. Since 1969, the truth has came out. The Lord gave this truth to the school, the priests and prophets, man. We've been telling you that this is going to happen.
Right.
And we're also telling you, if this is happening, wait, there's more. More is going to happen. And it's not going to be what your pastor said it was going to be. I haven't heard no pastor. What are the pastors saying? What are the outtakes of the Christian pastors? I haven't heard. I've seen Floyd Mayweather run his mouth. I've seen Maury Stoudemire. I've seen who else run their mouth? Who was Jeezy? Who was that? A bunch of rappers. Lil Duval. Everybody, comedians. Everybody's saying something about either you're for Israel or you're for Palestine or whatever nonsense, right? But what are the Christian pastors saying right now? I wonder in that old Hold My Mule Baptist Church, Pastor Joe Willie III. I wonder what his message is on Sunday about what's going on right now.
Go
ahead, please.
You know, it's interesting. I had a conversation with a woman at my slave yesterday about this so-called conflict that's transpiring in the Middle East between the Israelis and, you know, not Hamas, but the Palestinian people, right? And she was like, her church already committed to praying for Israel.
Her church committed?
Her church committed. I forget what type of prayer it was, but it had like it's like a professional executive name to the type of prayer that they pray.
What is a Sunday? White Sunday church?
Oh yeah, just first day worshipers all day. And she was like, "Yeah, my church and our pastor, you know, we committed our prayers to Israel and what they're going through and all this." And I'm looking at her like, "You are so delusional.
What?
You're worried about, you know, this Halloween party that they are scheduling at the slavery, and you talking about you praying for Israel." I said, man, when the Most High Power decides to visit America,
right?
When the Most High Power decides to visit America, man, our people are in for it. We we are clueless as to what's going on. And the fact that she can overlook that our Gaza Strip is Murchison Road, our Gaza Strip is Shaw Road, our Gaza Strip is Bunts Road,
right?
You know, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in every city or town, you know. And it's like our people been suffering, been dying, bombs been getting dropped on our communities. But where the hell were the Palestinians then?
Right.
Where was Israel then? Where was their public outcry for the crimes against so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? That's the question that I pose. If they want us to pick a side, well, guess what? In the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander General YAHANNA, we sold all the way out. We have picked a side.
That's right.
And it's for our own nation.
Damn right, man. That brother's so right. Give him a hand, man. He's so right. I'm sold out, brother. I picked a side. I've been chose. I came these I.S.U.P.K running full speed, wearing all black, not getting edged. I don't give a damn, man. You know, you just hear it. You just know it's the truth. You just know this is the thing you've been looking for your whole life. And brother, you better come on in here, man. Better come on in I.S.U.P.K before it's too late. Those crazy Negroes on the corner are right. Go ahead, brother.
Damn right. Trooper Kodar said, they say we nobody. Funny how they concerned about how we feel.
Oh, man.
That's heavy.
Yeah. They say we're nobody, but they're concerned about how we feel. That's a good point, Kodar. I thought we just need to shut our mouths and work. We're nobody in America, right? We just you know, bywords. But yeah, shut up and dribble. But now you want to add, we got to pick a side. Now you're concerned about, why are they so concerned about how we feel? I want to know. I wonder about that. Why does it matter if Leroy Jenkins picks a side? What does it matter if Charles Brown, you know, or Bartholomew Smith to work at your job, some Negro, what does it matter if he picks Israel? Are you going to look at him any different?
Salakia, I would have to say, because they know who the true children of Israel are.
Yes, man.
We are the people of the book. We set the trends. The Bible says that we're the salt of the earth for a reason.
Right.
You know, and it's like this truth about who we are and who the oppressor is coming out every day.
Right.
The more you watch the news, they said that damn hospital got bombed. Over 500 people died. The hospital get bombed. It was the dang on parking lot before the hospital that got bombed.
The parking lot before the hospital.
Parking lot.
Come on, man.
And that's where the tremendous loss of life, you know, occurred.
Good.
It's like, man, like look at the numbers. Look at the. I wish we could get the facts and figures of how many of our people died during the crack epidemic.
Oh, brother, I was working on that. You understand? That was going to be the title of this class. comparing the two. There's this picture that Geraldo, you used to show Geraldo back in his, early 80s, man. Geraldo did this special. Might have been 78, 9-ish, maybe. Or coming into the early 80s. He did this special. He went to Harlem and he was showing, it was around the 80s, I think around crack time. He was showing how desolate and was just abandoned. And it looked like something out of damn out of some war zone, man.
Right.
Like the way the projects was busted, it was mattresses, it was barrels on fire, kids flipping off dirty mattresses and heroin needles in the road. And he was walking around looking like, this is in America, this is in New York. It looked like a bomb was dropped. It was, the crack bomb dropped on it. And that was worse than any bombing of Hamas in Israel. Worse than it. You're going to ask a black or Latino in America how they feel. Brother, I remember crack, man. Who remember crack? There was no hope for this generation. Remember the crack babies. Our fathers before that was hooked on heroin. All them Vietnam cats smoking weed and heroin and all that. And all the medication that the oppressor gave in the military. But you come out of that and the crack epidemic hit, man. Those babies born in the 80s, 88, 89, 90, man, come on, man. Them babies ain't supposed to have no chance. Accelerated heart rate, seizures, being born already hooked on cocaine. And where the F was the help? Where was the methadone clinics? Where was all this healthy messages to help people? It wasn't. Now the opioid is here. Now everybody wants to care because little Tanner is hooked on opioids. Now it matters. You'll ask a black or Latino, do we give a damn about the Middle East? We don't, man. I don't care at all. Don't ask me whose side I'm on. I don't care. Is it wrong that babies getting bombed? Yes. Any race, any color. Murder is wrong, period. We have laws in Israel. We're the real righteous people. We have laws to live by. Murder is wrong. Murder is an unjust killing of a person. Murder is wrong. Rape is wrong. Theft is wrong. But do I care about what's happening? Hell no, I don't care. I don't have enough care or love in me to care about what's happening in the Middle East. My only concern is to watch for the times. I'm watching because I know my king's coming back. It's all the reason why I'm even paying attention to this. We teach class every week. I love my brothers and sisters. We do family. I don't care about what's happening over there. Don't ask me to pick a side.
That's right.
I'll pick the side of YAHANNA. That's whose side I'm on. Christ. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you think or feel. You can't change what's happening. No one's going to be able to change it. It's going to get worse. Right. It's going to get worse. You understand what I'm saying? And it's rightfully so that it gets worse. Because they were silent during the crack epidemic. They were silent during the mass incarceration. They were silent during Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, Sandra Bland. You understand what I'm saying? They were all Donald Sterling, Breonna Taylor. They were silent doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Even the brother what's the brother that was running and got killed with the shotgun? And them two devils, blood on their face and their mugshots. Y'all were silent when that happened. Ahmaud Arbery, silent during that. You were silent during the sister that got shot for the orange juice during the riots. Latasha Harley. They were silent, man. They were silent. They didn't care. They just locked their stores up and said, oh, the black people are going to do whatever. Eric Garner got choked out for selling loose cigarettes, make a living. Yeah. Trying to compete with the Arab stores, loose cigarettes. And you want us to care? Mike Brown gets gunned down in the street. His body's laying there for just mama. Everybody see it screaming and crying. A teenage boy, and you asking a black man or a Latino man or some Native American Indian on some reservation or some Lumbee fighting for their damn rights still to even be considered a tribe. You're going to ask us, do we care about what's going on with Israel, Hamas? Hell no. We got other stuff to worry about. We got a lot of crimes and unjust things that happen to us that we have never got justice for. How can I ever care about what's going on? I don't give a damn. Go ahead, brother.
No, Salaki, that's heavy. You said that. I think about, our story. Our father went into the military because of what the so-called oppressor was pushing in his community.
Right.
He lost brothers behind crack and heroin,
Yep.
And they glorify it on BMF. They glorify what was happening, what actually directly affected our family.
Yes.
Whatever Big Meech and then was pushing in Detroit.
Yeah, it did.
Is what killed.
And see, and they don't. Yeah. That's what happened.
Kill our uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's what forced our dad to go down there and sign his name on the dotted line.
Yep.
To go to fight for the oppressor.
Yep.
What a paradox.
The oppressor creates an environment to where they'll oppress the hell out of you, tempt you with drugs, starve you. So now you're like, I'd rather see my mom eat or my little sister eat, my baby brother eat than starve. So I'll sell this crack. Then when you sell the crack, you get hooked on it. The fast money. Then you get thrown in jail, or you get shot and killed, or you get addicted to it. If you escape all of that, what's the way out then? The factory, when they're going to fire you every chance they get? Work you like a dog and fire you, or you join the Esau's military. They still get you that way. It's like a trap. It's set up that way. You could never get out of it. Only way to get out is to serve the Lord. That's it. This truth is what's going to make you free of all that. Nothing else. Knowing this truth would have stopped all those issues. There's a law against selling drugs. Right. There's a law against drug abuse. Right. These, you know the truth, and being in the truth, keeping God's law, it'll solve all that. That's right. Christian pastors weren't doing it. It's this thing is so diabolical on so many levels, but we don't give a damn, man. We don't care about the Middle East. Don't ask us. Don't ask me nothing about it. I only care because it's prophecy, and I'm watching for the times. That's it. It's like watching the weather. Oh, okay, raining here Thursday, Friday. I'm watching to see what's going on. Don't care. I have no emotional attachment when I see you running out with a baby. What about those 4 girls that were bound in Mississippi, man? In that church, I care about that still. Who gives a damn about some heathen? Who cares? Who gives a damn? You understand? You know, we got laws to live by in this place. We're trying to wake our people up, man. Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians is my only concern. Those are my brothers and sisters I care about. You know what I'm saying? If you could, brother, give me the book of
Isaiah.
Yeah, give me Isaiah 33:6, Boba Shah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
That's right, man. Wisdom and knowledge. We need that right now in this time. That's going to be the stability. Right now, we ain't stable. We all lopsided and crooked. You understand? We're all uneven. Whose side are you on? You know, can we smoke weed or not? We still in the strip clubs. We still voting. Half of us voting, half of us not. I saw one Negro with dreads trying to start a revolution against the colonizers. We're not stable in this place, but wisdom and knowledge will be that stability. What wisdom and knowledge you say of this Bible right here?
That's right.
This is where you're going to find that wisdom and knowledge in this book. You ain't going to find it in Barnes and Nobles, looking all through the Crystal Rock section, the New Age movement, all the scientific books. You ain't going to find wisdom and knowledge there. You ain't going to find it at the damn in the magazine, the zodiac signs. You ain't going to find it there. You're going to find it right here in this holy Bible, man. Why? Because this Bible entails everything as an Israelite that you need to survive. From a dietary law, on laws on how to love your brother, how to treat your parents, how to raise your children, who the enemy is, how to treat the enemy, how to watch your mouth, how to not get unalived by some police officer. All that's in this book. To not vote, to be sober, all that's in this book. That's wisdom and that's true wisdom and knowledge. That's going to be stability of times. That's what we need right now. You want to ask me whose side I'm on this side, man. I'm on this side. I'm on the side of YAHANNA, man. That's right. I don't care about nothing else that's going on. Wisdom and knowledge is what's needed in this place. We lack that. We don't have it. That's why we're unstable. And we need stability. Read on, brother.
And strength of salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
That's right, man. You fear the Lord, man. First of all, that salvation, man, is so heavy. Christians believe they save right now. I got the glory. I got the salvation. No, you don't. Right. No, you don't. You don't have it at all. You don't have it. That's why you keep voting. You don't have it. Christ is bringing that, man. The kingdom of heaven, that's going to be true salvation right there. Right. We have servants from the other nations. When both Hamas and Palestine are washing my pots. You understand? Now I feel like I have some salvation there. Right. When my enemies are suffering and begging for change, and I don't have to work 9 to 5. I ain't paying no PWC bill. I don't have an oppressor. I'm doing all the oppression around here. Now nobody's oppressing my people. That's salvation, man. You understand? We're gonna be saved from something, man, that's trying to unalive you. You understand? Big shout out to brother Reggie checking out. I swooped by the crib too, Reggie. You might have been asleep. It's all good though, brother. Good to see you, man. Logging in the chat. I'll buy, so I'll buy in the building. Y'all go cop that big priest wear, man. Big priest, big princess, Officer Abad, man, he doing his thing with the sweatsuits. You know what I mean? But yeah, brother, read that again from the top for me.
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy times. Go ahead.
And strength of salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
Man, the fear of the Most High is his treasure. Boy. We fear the Lord up in here. Go ahead,
That's
brother.
right.
Go ahead.
No, that's heavy because, and that's how we have any type of strength.
Mm-hmm.
That's our safeguard, is in fearing the Most High power,
Mm-hmm.
because he is the power that destroys. He's the power that kills and makes alive, wounds and heals.
Yep.
And because we know, with respect to, that wisdom, we understand that about the Most High.
Right.
That's the knowledge that's going to keep you alive, that's going to keep you hid in that day. So if you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you better learn to fear the Lord.
Right.
Your pastor's not teaching you to fear the Most High power.
Right.
Your pastor's telling you that God is all love. He's not teaching you that the Lord is a man of war.
Right. He's not doing that.
He's not teaching you about the Lord, that the Most High power that flooded the entire earth.
Shalom, start circle. Right.
Salakia.
Go ahead. He's not teaching you what now?
He's not teaching you that that's the God that flooded the whole entire earth.
Not
killed
teaching
everything.
Right. Everything. What's going on, brother? Everything, brother. Every single thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a code. That's a power right there that we should fear.
Right.
Like, man, we got the stories of, when you're a little kid. That's why I can't stand the church, man.
Right.
Like it's insane the stuff that we learned that was dead serious. The church makes it a light thing.
Right.
Like Noah in the Noah's Ark, you see the little cute animals. You learn, 2 by what was it? 2 by 2.
2 by 2.
That crazy story, right? We come to find out that was a lie. But red and yellow, black and white. All of us joining hands together.
The army of the Lord.
Yeah, Father Abraham. Yeah, we learn all this nonsense in church, right? Come to find out, none of that's true. But then the stuff that you think about the stories, they make it seem so play. Right. This dead people actually died in that flood, man. Like that is you read that, you think the Epic of Gilgamesh or something. You read this, you're like, oh hell, this Lord, this a power I don't want to play with. Right. What can I do to be on his good side? That should be the question in every kid's mind if you're teaching the Bible right. And I have an answer for that. It's serving God. That's right. It's obeying him. That's how you get on the Lord's good side and not get unalived. You know what I'm saying? We, as a child, you think it's a plaything. You just playing with the Lord. You don't care about doing right because of the church facilitates that nonsense.
Right.
You understand? Who else is there? Okay, yeah. Shout out to Sister Chrissy in the building. Okay, yeah. Any more of that scripture?
That's it.
Now, read one more time. The last part.
In the book of Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
Oh, the strength of salvation. I love that word. Go ahead.
The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
Damn right, man. Fear of the Most High is his treasure. You understand? We better learn to fear the Most High in these days. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's going to be a safeguard. That's the Lord's treasure. He wants people that's going to fear him, meaning what? Obey. Right. You fear something, you obey it. Keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. If you don't get any message from me today or any brother or sister, it's to fear the Lord and keep his commandments. That's right. You do that right there, brother. You might secure your spot on them chariots. And trust me, what's coming to America soon, brother, you want to be on those chariots. You think what's happening in Hamas and Gaza and Palestine is something. That ain't nothing. Israeli. That ain't nothing compared to what's going to happen to America at all. And if you want to make sure that you don't partake in that nonsense, you got to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. Give me, if you could, brother, 1 Peter 1:25. And it's going to last forever. You might as well get used to keeping it now. Get it through your head. There's a dietary law. We should be arguing about eating pork in 2023. Blacks and Latinos got all these holidays coming up. You want to make sure that you don't eat pork. You got to talk Barney style because if you're not hearing this, who's going to tell you that? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop putting pig's flesh in your mouth. Right. The Most High God's going to be against you. Learn how to forgive your brother. Forgive your father and your mother for what they've done, for the lack thereof. Basic principles, man. Wisdom and knowledge from this Bible. You understand? That we have to get to a point where we just totally reject all the nonsense we used to learn in the church and from black leaders and just fully take on these law, statutes, and commandments from this book. Because unlike your church, we're right about what we've been saying. There is no prophecy that your pastor has given that's been right about. Right. Not one. As a matter of fact, the doors of the church are damn near closed. Last time I checked. They're trying to figure out now how to retain members. That's a big thing in the Christian church right now, if y'all don't know that. They're having conferences, man. Conferences and a lot of meetings on what? How do we retain members? How do we get the youth to get more involved in Jesus? You can't. They got Google and smartphones. They know Jesus ain't white. Right. They know pig is a filthy animal. Right. They know that being the alternative lifestyle gets monkeypox. Little kids saw monkeypox, they were terrified. Right. Oh, what's that? This is what happens when you do this, that, and the third. They all want that. Right. You can't lie to us no more. The jig is up, man. The work that these priests and prophets under Commander YAHANNA we've been doing on these street corners, man, these classrooms are challenging the masses. We are challenging all the stuff that, your Christian pastor has made up. All the doctrines, all the philosophies of Satan, we're coming up against it and we're winning. That's why you can't keep members in your church, because what the Israelites are doing, because the I.S.U.P.K is doing. It ain't no secret. Right. Everyone knows it. And it's funny when they get these meetings and these conferences, somebody says it. They're like, well, how do we combat what the Israelites are teaching? You can't. There is no, we're coming out this Bible, the same book that y'all supposed to be reading, but you're lying about it. You can't tell me that the Christians really believe at this point in time that our Lord and Savior is a white boy. You can't. How can you prove that? You see, and it's insane how they try to hold on to these beliefs about color doesn't matter and the law's done away with, when we seeing people that break the law are being punished. Right. You got to make it make sense. But we're saying it's right. That's why your church is losing members. It ain't no secret. But go ahead and keep wondering. Keep wasting your time in that nasty, stinking meeting. You understand? If you could, brother, give me the book of 1 Peter 1:25.
We're in the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 25. Mm-hmm. But the word of the Most High endureth forever.
That's right. Endure for how long?
Forever.
Man, the word of the Most High endures forever. This book ain't going nowhere. These laws, statutes, commandments ain't going. These prophecies are going to be fulfilled. How you treat your brother matters. How you treat your sister matters, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't going nowhere. Why would you get rid of that? Imagine how disgusting the Christian church is to try to get rid of the law. What my brother just read is going to endure forever. Mm-hmm. Somebody's lying. This is why your church, this is why you can't retain members. Scriptures like this is why people walking out your church, because you can only lie for so long. You can only get by and do that James Brown turnaround and all that whooping and hollering for so long until people start getting smart and say, answer this for me, Pastor Joe Willie. Right. Because my Bible says this while you're saying that. And this truth is going to endure forever. You understand? The word of the Lord is going to endure. You meaning what? It's going to push through and fight through all those lies that you tell. Right. This word is going to endure. It's going to endure your pronouns. It's going to endure your crack and opioid addiction. It's going to endure the Hamas bombings in Palestine and Israel nonsense. It's going to endure the color. It's going to endure through all that nonsense. All your zodiac signs, all your forced monogamy, all your child support garbage. The word of the Lord is going to endure through all of it. And the truth is going to stand in the end.
That's right.
This Bible ain't going nowhere. It's going to endure through all the doctrines of Satan. Why? Because the only thing that lasts is the truth. Lies fade away. Over time, we're going to know that Christ is black. You can lie until that sky cracks. Then what? You got to face the reality that you've been lied to.
Right.
This Bible is going to endure forever. The word of the Lord is going to endure forever. His priests are going to endure forever. Why? Because it's the truth. And there's nothing you can do about it. Once you get that understanding, you better submit and yield to this truth. You better say, my way is wrong, this way is right. Let me just yield what I want for what the Most High Power says I need to do. That'd be the best decision you ever made in your life. You understand? Go ahead, any more than that?
Salakia.
Uh-huh.
And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you.
Uh-huh. This is right. This how? To the word. That's how it's preached. Not through songs and singing and dance. No, man. Through this Bible, through this word. That's why your members are leaving. Because of this word being preached unto our people. That's why. It's not magic. You understand? There's power in this book. Through your obedience, man, this word is going to endure through all these times until the end. You understand? These high holy days ain't going nowhere. Brotherhood and sisterhood is going to endure, man. This dietary law is going to endure. You understand? Go ahead.
Well, that's it on that.
That was on that. Go ahead.
I was looking at the word endure, and Merriam-Webster, in addition to Google, it says to continue in the same state or to last, to remain in existence.
To remain in that's enduring, brother.
This truth is unchanging. The Most High Power's word hasn't changed.
Damn right, man.
From the beginning of time.
That's right.
You know, so we're not wrong for keeping the feast days and the high holy days.
Right.
That he's set in order.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Salakia.
No, that's heavy. That ain't changing. It's going to last.
That's right.
It's going to last through all your lives. I identify as this. I don't give a damn. This Bible is the truth.
Right.
It's going to last through all these little phases of lies of America. It's just Satan doing his job. The devil and his demons. The oppressor and all his little helpers with this nonsense. Pushing these false doctrines out there, man. This truth is going to endure through all that. It's going to push through. We holding the charge, man. We keeping these records. Well, Abad said. We can do nothing. You good?
Officer Awabad says, 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth,
right?
But for the truth.
Man, you can't do nothing.
Right.
What the hell you gonna do against this truth? You're seeing it now. Your damn church doors are closed. Right. You're begging for members. Look at Jehovah's Witnesses. You ain't never seen this many Jehovah's Witnesses on the street corner. Yeah, they are desperate. They can't do nothing against this truth, man. It's a silent protest. Yeah, they're just standing there with a cart with some pamphlets of white folks on it. Meaning the Negroes is outside. I don't want to see too many white ones. Notice that. You don't see a lot of white Jehovah's Witnesses doing this. It's always the black nigger ones. Right. Negroes, Slacky. It's the blackity black. Right. Miss Mabel and her husband Willis. Cecil. You got Cecil out here with pneumonia, holding a cart with white faces on it, talking about this is Paul, this is Abraham, this was such and such, all in the damn pamphlets. Promoting more oppression. That's right. And you think you're gonna outlast this? No. The truth, man, the truth was born in 1969, brother. You can't outlast this truth. Not the work the I.S.U.P.K is doing, the Commander YAHANNA. We're pushing this truth. Now you can do about it. All about is right. We can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. That's all you can do is get on board, man. Through your nonsense and ignorance, you're actually helping us be more right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Jehovah's Witnesses stand on the street corner, people laugh at you. It's like, what are you doing? You're that desperate. You're soliciting people. We're not doing that. We'll pass some flyers out. We'll talk to you. We ain't begging you to come in here. Right. You better plead to the Lord. You better plead to the Lord that He has mercy on you. Like begging you to come in here.
Salaki, we like Noah. We just keep building the ark.
Yeah, you hear what we're doing. You hear the message.
Exactly what the hell we doing.
Right.
You see the ark piece by piece.
It's free. And it's free, Bunker.
It's free.
It don't cost you a dime.
No tuition.
Yeah, zero tuition costs.
Salaki.
Yeah, he's right. Zero tuition costs. You see us on the street corner. You see the classes. You scroll by. I don't want to hear these loudmouth Negroes. Okay. All right. You see what's going on right now in the Middle East, right? You better want to hear something. Maybe they should have heard it. Maybe they should have treated God's chosen people right. Right. And it wouldn't be happening to them. You understand? If you could, brother, drop that. Give me Acts 24:14. And I'm gonna play a video for y'all. It's a quick video. It's about 5.5 minutes. Just in case you caught up in this fog of what's going on right now with Israel and Palestine. Black people, don't pick a side. Pick the side of Christ. Pick the side of the truth. You understand? Yahawashi gives a damn about what's going on over there. Why do you even care? You got that much love for everybody. That means you don't love your people enough. That's right. I'm exhausted. I don't have no more love to give a heathen nation. I love my brothers and sisters that much. I am out of love for you guys. Sorry. Yeah, I understand your babies died. What about my crack babies? What about the babies you fed to the alligators? What about hit the nigger baby? Remember that game y'all played at the state fair where you put a little black baby's head in the hole and you try to hit it with a baseball to sink them to get a prize? Yeah, it's the modern day dunking booth. That was hit the nigger baby at one point. And you want me to care about your babies just that have got blown up? What a quick short death. What about the mama not being there for 3 days? Got to go find her. You don't know about that though. You don't know about your uncle being on crack, stealing your damn Nintendo, or having to tell somebody, hey, y'all, get in here and watch these coats. You know your uncle got a problem. He's steal because he's on crack. Or you got to go find your goddamn mama or sister or your little brother because he's all fiend out. You got to drive around the damn neighborhood and all through the city. Have y'all seen Terrence? Yeah, I don't give a damn about what's going on right now in the Middle East. Right. I'm still pissed off about crack cocaine, what you dropped in our neighborhoods, man, with them damn machine guns, the CIA, your fake war on drugs with the war on blacks, Latinos. Let me care about some stinking Hamas. The hell out of here. They need to make a video game out of that nonsense. I'll buy it and play it. And keep bomb the piss out of both places. Where we at? Give me, if you could, brother. Yeah, Acts 24:14.
We're in the book of Acts, chapter 24, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
But this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the power of my fathers.
Yeah, that's what they say. We're here. Y'all saying, goddamn. Y'all saying Jesus got a color. Y'all keeping up old days? Y'all can't do that. What you anoint people with oil for? You can't do that. Y'all not real priests. Y'all making a mockery. Y'all heresy. That's what they say about us. We're too extreme. You know, we're too old, meaning Old Testament. Yeah, that's how they say about us. Right. That's how we worship our power. We actually believe what we saying. We actually believe what we're saying. We sacrifice. Oh, y'all can't be doing that. Y'all cutting goat's throat, lamb's throat, and all that. Yeah, we doing all that.
Right. Ways of old.
Yeah, ways of old. Hey, but one God. You telling me Jesus was born of had sex and all this? Yes, that ain't heresy. We ain't speaking again. We're telling the truth.
So like, if I may,
go ahead.
The term heresy, opinion profoundly at odds with what is generally accepted.
Yeah, so yeah, they're at odds with what we're doing.
We have grown to accept the lies of the Christian church,
right?
Of that greasy pastor,
right?
Of these crooked politicians, of your wicked mother. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And everybody is celebrating Christmas. Everybody's celebrating their birthday.
Right.
Everybody's celebrating Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yep.
And Easter. But when we present the Passover,
oh yeah, now
we present the Feast of Tabernacles on Purim and then Hanukkah, we're the heretics. But we can validate what we're standing on because it's in the Bible.
Right.
Show me Mother's Day and Father's Day in the Bible.
Good night.
Were any of our forefathers, the God of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Most High Power never supported that.
Never.
Salakia.
No, you're so right, man. Never supported that at all. Like, we got to get to the point where we just pick a side, man. It ain't no Hamas or Israel. You're going to serve the Lord or you're going to serve Satan. That's right. You're serving yourself, you're serving Satan, really. Those are voices you hear. You understand? You got to make your mind up. We keep these Passovers, these holy days, and do all, man, that's right, man. That's right. It goes up against what you think because you worship Christ the cheap way. You don't really want to change to give your life. You want to give your money and your song. You don't actually want to love your brother. You know, you like to say you owe Christ a debt. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay that debt. They really owe Christ. Right, they don't want to. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
You want to be seen walking in that church.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't want to be seen standing on that street corner outside.
Oh, yeah. No, they don't want to do that.
Loud mouth brothers with braids and goatee.
Right.
And fringes.
Yeah, shout out to those brothers who come to the camps and wear all black.
Damn, right.
And say, I aspire to be like those brothers. That's what we did in here. We heard about crazy Negroes. We was like, oh, yeah, they right, though. They are right. Absolutely right. I'm going to stand outside the camp. Whatever I have to do to get in there with them, that's what I'm going to do. That's right. You got to make your mind up, man. You think the Lord is showing you Israel versus Palestine for you to pick a side? between them two? No, he ain't doing that. He's showing you this is gonna happen to America soon. You better get your mind right. Is what he's saying. You understand? And this and that's such a heavy point. You understand that we have to get to, man. Hey, sir, good to see you again. I'm sorry, Christ. My man, 100 grand, pot some pants. All right, now. Yeah. All right, brother. Good to see you. Oh, you good? Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Man, about 6'5" in here, ain't he? Still can't dunk. Almost. I know that's right. That's right, man. Israel, we got the best children on the face of the planet, man. We wouldn't trade it for the world. Want me to give a damn about some babies in the Middle East when our children out here suffering. Good night. Where was we at?
We were in the book of Acts.
Okay.
Chapter 24.
Go ahead. You can finish that out. You good?
Check. The book of Acts, chapter 24, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
But this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy.
They call it that. You understand? That's what your mama calls your pastor. The what's the name of the group that calls us the SPLC? Right. The South Atlantic Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. The Jehovah's Witnesses, the Southern Baptist Coalition of drunk rednecks. Yeah, they call it. That's what they say about us, right? They say that about us. You understand? But go ahead.
So worship I.
But so worship I that way. Go ahead.
The power of my fathers.
That's right.
Believing all things.
Nah, some things.
All things.
We believe all things written. Go ahead.
Which are written in the law and in the prophets.
See, that's the difference between us and y'all. You don't believe, really. Yeah, we got these armbands on. You see that? We believe what we say. We don't worship as a hypocrite, celebrating Christmas with a Christmas tree in the pulpit in your nasty church with mistletoe and trick or trunk. No, we like the priests and prophets of old. We wearing these fringes, man, this warlike apparel. We believe. That's how we worship. You actually see it. You actually see it, man. When I see these black Negroes, I don't see none of them really dressing except for Shaka Utmost. He actually wore a ponytail and shave his head and wear makeup like a nasty African. So I think he actually believes he's Hotep. The rest of you niggas, y'all don't believe what you say. You don't believe. You don't believe it. We worship our power. We really believe this Bible.
That's right.
And boy, do you see it and you hear it every week. Coming through your system, your speakers, you hear it and see it.
Right.
You're going to see it in Durham, North Carolina on April 20th on the Passover. Yeah. Brother, we're going to take over Durham, North Carolina. Brakatay YAHANNA, man. You're really going to see it then. They really going to say that then. Oh, that's got to be some heresy. What that ain't doing. That's not right. That's not what God would have us do. Yes, it is. It's exactly what he would have us do. Exactly that. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15. And have hope towards Yahweh.
We got hope towards the Most High power. Go ahead.
Which they themselves also allow, that there shall be a resurrection of the dead. Both of the just and unjust.
That's right. Resurrection of the dead, both for the just and the unjust. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
That was it on that. Let's go ahead, read 16.
And herein do I exercise myself to have always a conscience void of offense towards the Most High and toward men.
That's right, man. Watch your mouth. Watch what you do and say. Endure to the end. You understand? Believe everything written in this book. Believe it. And what comes that belief comes your actions. You understand? Be blameless. Be faultless. That's the message right there. There should be a land charge against you for wickedness. Be void of that nonsense. Don't let us say they saw you smoking weed, coming out of a strip club, eating pork, or celebrating Christmas or New Year. Nah, none of that. Why? Because you believe everything written in this Bible. You know the punishments that come with that. You also know the reward that comes with not doing it. Go ahead, brother.
No, Salaki, I keep thinking about that verse in Luke, the 17th chapter, verse 1. It says, Then said he unto the disciples, It is impossible but that offenses will come.
No, they might come.
But offenses will come.
That's right.
But woe unto him through whom they come.
Mm.
And you are offended with us because we are standing on the side of the Most High Power.
That's right.
Your argument is not with us. You want to kill the messenger. Your argument is with God.
That's right.
That's what we're standing on. We're standing on the truth of the Most High.
The truth of the Most High.
And you can't validate why you standing on whatever the hell it is you're standing on. Why you want to smoke weed?
Yeah.
Why you want to sleep with white women?
Right.
Why you want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't validate why you want to do those things.
No, they can't. It's all fools. When they try to, it comes off as foolish.
Oh, because it will be revealed that you are wicked and evil.
Right.
But you're against us. You're offended at what we say. What we say is what the prophets of old said. The prophets of old are before you right now today.
Right.
In this classroom.
Damn right.
Salaki.
Now you so right, brother. And that, but see, you believe that though. That's why you're in here. They don't believe. They don't believe. They don't have enough belief. That's why they won't come in here. First of all, Lord only want half of you. Right. But the ones that's on that line, you better find you some strength, man. Right. You better find you some strength and some belief. You better look at what's going on in the Middle East right now and say that could be us. And that will come to America soon. You understand? You better move like Noah moved when Lord told him it was going to rain. 80 years Noah built that freaking ark. Then that water came. Then what happened? You understand? But obey the priests and prophets of the Lord. Obedience is going to save your life, man. Not your money, not your arithmetic, not how smart you are, not your Bitcoin, not your 401k. Your obedience to the Most High God's laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Loving your brother as thyself. That's what's going to save you in the end. Everything else is piss posh, man. Who cares? Who gives a damn? You understand? You stinking Jehovah's Witnesses can sit on that street corner all day, look as holy and pious as you want to. That is not going to save you. You're going to die wearing a freaking what's that stupid suit they wear? They wear the little handkerchief and the stupid hat. I can't stand how they dress. The Lord's going to turn your water off. The Lord's going to cut your water off with that stupid outfit on. You're not better than the Negroes and Latinos you see handing pamphlets to. You're not saved. You don't have salvation. You understand? You better knock it off, you Jehovah's Witnesses. Right. All outside all out downtown. Never seen that many in my life. They used to knock on your door, wake you up in the morning. Now they're just outside on the street corner. Just, yeah, then they got lazy with it.
So like they ain't going door to door. They got lazy and posted up on the street corner like a dope dealer.
The same ones that say we're wrong for what we do. Mm-hmm. The way we worship God is wrong. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You understand? What was he holding? Oh, the video.
I got you.
Okay, so now for all the brothers and sisters out there who are, torn or have a bone of sympathy for what's going on in the Middle East, right? Let me enlighten you to something. There are crimes that have been committed against God's chosen people, blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, for centuries. They have not gone, they have gone what you think unpunished. The Lord's going to punish these people, though. Right. But these crimes are going unsolved. No one cares about it. We didn't get reparations. You could just step on blacks, Latinos, all you want, nothing can happen, right? That's how it's been through history. Now, all of a sudden, you see what's going on in the Middle East, and you say, well, damn, obviously I got to pick a side because Israel's bombing Hamas, Palestine, and Palestine's bombing Israel, and blah, 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 blah. You're all invested in that nonsense. Have you forgotten your own struggle? Have we forgotten as blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, what has happened to us? You cannot get caught up in what's going on in the Middle East. But that's why we have these classes. I'm going to refresh your hate right now. That's right. I'm going to rejuvenate and renew the hatred for the oppressor. Since you need help, since you get caught up in all this nonsense about CNN and all that, let me help refresh and renew your hatred for the oppressor. Right. I'm going to give you a little boost of octane and hatred for the oppressor. Here, play when you got it, brother. This is a quick video. In a classroom, they show videos.
Executive producer Jeff.
This is audio visual learning.
Jeff, we're not used to seeing photographs of dead bodies on 60 Minutes, but the story on 60 Minutes this week shows devastating pictures of lynchings.
Lynchings became so acceptable, onlookers would send picture postcards to friends and family. This card, depicting the horrific image of a burned corpse, casually notes, "This is the barbecue we had last
Fair
night."
use, educational purpose only.
For viewers who will be disturbed by these photos, what would you say to them? Why include them? Why include such graphic photos?
You know, I think that some people will be offended by seeing the photos, but it's so important to show them. For us, it really is. That's reality. That's what happened. Our story is about a part of history, really almost 80 years of American history, that isn't in the history books. We don't see these pictures. We don't talk about it, you know. And in the first line of the story, Oprah says it's a reckoning.
There is a reckoning taking place in America over
It
how we
is,
remember our
with history. And so we have to show them.
So you're saying that if you don't show the photo, sometimes there's no story.
There isn't a story. You know, we self-censor a lot in the news business, and we're very careful what to show and not show the American audience.
And you think that that news executives are too careful?
Yes, I do. The power of, you know, television is about showing what really happened.
So Terry, can you just pull up the Jesse Washington photograph for a second so we can talk about our options? There are stories that come along as a producer. The minute you hear about it, you just can't stop thinking about it. And you know that it's an important story that you want to share with the 60 Minutes audience. And that's exactly how I felt about this story. I'm Denise Chetta, and I'm a producer at 60 Minutes. Yeah, I think the one where the guy is lifting him up on his shoulders is
more powerful.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Did you think about children and whether children should see these photos?
Yes, I thought about that a lot. I have 3 children, and I asked them, you know, did you learn about lynching? Do you know anything about lynching? And all 3 of them said no. Like, we heard the word, but we never really knew what period or.
And understand that, man. You understand? He asked the little oppressor white lady, asked her children, did you ever know about lynching? And of course the kids said no. Why? Because you're trying to take critical race theory out of the schools. You understand? You got the nerve to ask blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, whose side are they on? Palestine or Israel? We don't give a damn about either one. What about this? What about these lynchings? What about the lynchings? They have gone unsolved. Thousands of lynchings. You're not teaching kids this in school. You got the nerve to say, you understand, it's we teach history. This is part of American history. Right. How you leave this out? Because you want black people to care about what's going on in the Middle East. Why? Because caring about what's going on in the Middle East makes you not give a damn what happened to your ancestors. That's right. Don't you see what's going on? You should feel played. We're going to renew your hatred for the oppressor. Right. Hit play, brother. You too, I'll take your time. Yep.
Who the victims were. And so that actually made me feel, you know, like it's even more important to educate the next generations about what happened.
Keep in mind, there were children at some of these big events where they lynched people. That's one of the surprises to me in the whole story is that, you know, in one case, 15,000 people showed up in a town square in their Sunday best.
This was one of the more remarkable photographs that we included in the story. It's the lynching of Jesse Washington in Waco, Texas. And he was tortured while people looked on. And there's one photograph from this lynching where you actually see a man holding up his friend so that he can get a better view. There was a lot of community acceptance of these crimes, and you can see that clearly in this photograph.
Some of them are shocking, and you can't get them out of your head when you see them. I keep thinking about a few of them that, you know, one is the woman that we show.
Check this
I keep thinking of her.
This photograph is Laura Nelson, who was actually lynched with her son. If you look at the full photograph, she's hanging from a bridge, and on the other side of her bridge is her teenage son.
I keep thinking of Wes Johnson, who was the first victim in the story. That's the only picture of him in his life, as far as our reporters were able to determine.
And you were able to get this photograph from
Yes.
somebody who was actually there.
Yes, that well, one of his relatives.
One of
was
his
at-
relatives was there.
there.
That's a devastating photograph.
It sure is.
James Johnson and Faye Walker Howe, who we met, the descendants of Wes Johnson, they both very much felt like the image of Wes Johnson should be seen.
And why?
I think that seeing what actually happened will open up the eyes of the American people. The same thing that happened with the Emmett Till situation. His mother wanted the world to see what
The casket left
yes,
open.
what hatred had done.
The descendants
You see, don't be a sellout. Like he said, showing these pictures will open up the eyes of the people. Maybe they can feel or understand. You look at what's going on in Israel between Hamas and Palestine and Gaza Strip, and you care about that. Why not this? Their family's still alive. This is in the this happened in 19 something, early 1900s, the 20th century. This ain't something in 1654. And you want me to care about the conflict in the Middle East? Why? Give me one reason why I should care more about those little babies and those women in Hamas in Palestine or Israel and not give a damn about this brother and sister right here. Why should I? Why? You mean to tell me that what's going on now is more important than this? And this happened perpetually. That's right. This happened for over 100 years of lynching. Still to this day, you want me to care? 400 smackaroos. 400 years of this nonsense right here. Half of them we don't even see. This brother said that this picture was the only picture that he ever had of his uncle, and it's him being lynched. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, I remember watching this sister, I forget, Khalid Muhammad.
Right.
Was on a talk show, and they
Right.
had that educated sister, you know. She stood up and she said, she was talking about the so-called Holocaust.
Right.
And the reason why people are so passionate about what happened to, you know, the Israelis or the little hats is because it was televised. It was because they had actual photographs.
Right.
It's because they had, you know, tangible evidence, you know, that you could actually see instead of what transpired over the 400 years of the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Wasn't no goddamn cameras.
Well, no cameras there to see that.
Yeah. Showing the conditions of,
that's right.
You know, the slave ships. Or showing the auction blocks.
Right.
Or showing the slave quarters. You know what I mean? Salaki.
Nah, brother, that's heavy. You said something there. Just showing the visual impact that these pictures have, brother, that right there is enough to move somebody to anger. And anger is good in some instances.
That's right.
Bible says be angry and sin not. We understand the spirit of righteous anger in here. You need to have some anger in you in order to serve the Lord, man.
That's right.
You got to be angry about what happened to your ancestors, man. That gives you that extra little kick in the pants to want to come to camp, come to class, pay your tithes, have brotherhood and sisterhood. Why? Because you know when doing that, the Lord will pay back your enemies. You got to have a little bit of anger in there. Without that, brother, how can you watch this video and not be angry about the oppressor and what he's done to your ancestors? The same way you can watch what's going on in the Middle East and see that weak-ass hospital get bombed, and you want to cry and care, but not for this, because you see it. Critical race theory is preventing us from our children from caring. They said, no. Don't teach this in schools. Right. But show Hamas and Israel getting bombed in the piss, though. Because you want us to care about that, not this. Right. Oh, the old trickery. You can't fool these priests and prophets, though. Yeah, right. We're going to show you and put it in your face. We're going to put it in your face to make sure you renew your hatred for the oppressor. You got to. It's the quintessential thing you have to have as an Israelite. You have to hate your oppressor. You got to. You got to separate from all his ways. And you have to expose the wickedness, man. That's what we do here in I.S.U.P.K. Give a damn about some Israel and Hamas. Roll this footage. I care about what happened here. Go ahead, brother.
That's right.
You two up.
Of Wes Johnson talked about these photos, but there are also descendants of the white spectators who will be watching this story.
Yes.
That's a difficult part of this story.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that that is part of the reckoning as well. We tend to think of it as the South, but it happened across the country.
The lynchings?
Yes, yes, they found more than 4,000, and no doubt there's far more than that.
When you see these faces of children and women and smiling men, I mean, how do you make sense of that?
Well, I think if you look through history, one thing that becomes obvious is that any group of people can be whipped into a frenzy or a fury, can do things that are abhorrent.
Anyone is capable of it.
I think so.
You learned a lot from this story.
I learned a lot from the story. I think everybody will learn a lot from the story. You know, it's hard to believe this happened in America.
Good night. Yeah, it's hard to believe that had happened in America. That's what the words he said. That's hard to believe, but you believe what's going on in Israel right now, in the Gaza Strip. You believe that because you see it. You mean to tell me you have to see? So we got to keep showing these. But when we do it, we're just some angry black men. Right. They got to get over the past. No, I'm not. I'm not getting over that. Just like you won't get over what's happening to your people. Right. But don't expect me to care, though. Unless you care about that, I'm not caring about that at all. You can't give me amount of money to sell out for my people out for what's going on in the Middle East. Not after what you just seen these last 5 minutes, man. These brothers and sisters, and over 4,000, and those are just some of the ones they have proof of. Not all the bodies that were found when they went to go look for those 3 civil rights workers. They were looking for the bodies, and on accident, while looking for those bodies, they were uncovering other cadavers of lynched black men and Latino and Spanish and Native American Indian men while they're looking for them. Like, oh, that's just another dead black. Oh, no. You mean to tell me we got to get over that? Hell no. I refuse, man. You got to get your mind right. Right. You got to get your mind right if you black, Latino, Native American Indian, man. Don't you ever get caught shedding a tear for what's going on in the Middle East. You're a sellout. You're a stinking sellout. And don't think the Lord is not watching. You better have that same compassion for your own damn people here in America. Right. At the border, I can't even get the picture out of my mind of that Hispanic brother who died with his son in his shirt, swimming across the Grand Riviera, the Rio Grande. It got too much and he drowned. Just in order to what? Come over here and make a roof and build a roof for you? And you want me to care about the hospital getting bombed? Is that what this is all about right now? The hospital getting bombed? Who gives a damn? These are heathens, man. They don't have ROE. They don't have rules of engagement. They don't have Geneva codes. They're heathens, guerrilla tactic heathens. And you want to care about that? No, you just hate black people. If you care about what's going on, you hate blacks, Latinos. That is a spit in the face. That is like you eating turkey on Thanksgiving. You mean to tell me you're going to celebrate the killing and the slaughter of the so-called Native American Indian on Thanksgiving? Well, if you tell me to pick a side and one of you coon Negroes say you are for Israel or for Palestine, you are a sellout. And you are no better than anybody who eats turkey on Thanksgiving. Because you forgot about all the lynchings and a rape, rob, and murder of your people. We ain't going to let you forget, not I.S.U.P.K. Hell no. We're going to put it right in your face so you don't forget. So while you're at work feeling sorry for all those stupid Palestinian flags, you remember that woman who got lynched next to her damn son from a bridge. You remember that. Let that image be ironed in your head. It's good for you. It's good for you. It'll teach you a valuable lesson in this life. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget the days of old, man. You understand? If you could, brother, give me the book of that was in that video, Bonkel.
That was it on that video.
Right. Give me 2nd Ezra 9, chapter 1, 1 through 3. You understand? All this is why? Because Christ is returning, man. You understand? Those we went through our punishment, our captivity, our oppression. You know, we went through it. All the curses, being prophesied to go into slavery, end up in the hand of this oppressor. Now we coming out of that because we're serving the Lord. The Lord's like, okay, now it's time to send my son Yahawashi back, man. My perfect son who I killed for your sakes. Now, with that being said, are you ready? Are we going to be ready for Christ's return? Because this was all about what you see happening in the Middle East is just something so small compared to what's going to happen here in America. Are we ready, though? Are we ready? You're going to keep caring about the lives that's lost in the Middle East and not your ancestors? You're going to float through life still not caring about reparations of crack, the crack epidemic, the lynchings, Jim Crow, the civil rights movement, all the unsolved murders, the bombings, the psychological warfare, the music, the entertainment warfare, everything they do against us right now, the mass incarceration. You don't care about none of that, but you do care about what's going on in the Middle East. Oh yeah, these times are hectic, man. Christ is soon to return. Christ is soon to return. You better get your mind right, man. Go ahead, brother, if you could. Yeah, 2nd Esdras 9. No, 2nd Esdras 9, verse 1.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Uh-huh.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass.
See what are the signs?
Seest part of the signs.
Go ahead.
Pass.
Uh-huh.
Which I have told thee before.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world.
Will be what to visit the world? Will begin to visit the what?
Begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right, man. Christ is coming back. Understand that. Get that through your head. I know you atheists and you blackity black dreadhead, weed smoking flat earthers. I ain't heard a flat earth joke or flat earth fact in a minute. Right. Since they start bombing the piss out of Gaza and Israel back and forth, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about no flat earth. I ain't heard the air was east. So I ain't heard none of that talk. You're scared. You're shivering in your boots. You should be. Christ is coming back. That kills all that other nonsense. Atlantis and niggas breathing underwater and other cities and all this garbage. Yeah, all that talk is stopping now because you're starting to see the civil unrest. You're starting to see the spirit of peace being taken off this earth and these prophecies being fulfilled. So now all this flat earth talk is merely what? Nothing. They ain't talking about that in the barbershops now. Now they're talking about, man, y'all see what happened in the Middle East? Man, you see the earthquake that happened? Man, something happened. Something about you damn right something's about to happen. Go ahead.
That's a lot if I may, sidebar.
Yeah.
I'm watching the video of Hamas on those hand gliders coming through Gaza, flying into Israel at this supernova dance party. They're holding them on the Sabbath now.
Okay.
And these people are dancing at the base, at the foot of an idol. They are dancing. It looks like
Lord.
Buddha. It absolutely looks like Buddha. So when we talk about the Most High Power revealing who the man of perdition is on the earth, man,
right?
It's being revealed to us,
right?
They're sitting here dancing on the Sabbath at the foot of an idol,
playing
of another people,
right? In the land that belongs to us now,
the land in the promised land,
right?
Salakia.
No, that's heavy. The hand gliders came through there and stopped all that nonsense. Right. Let me see. Wish you could put this up on the screen. That's the hand gliders.
Well, that's to the left though. Look at the idol.
That is Buddha. That looks like it looks like Buddha.
I remember watching the video. The camera panned real quick. It didn't catch it. It panned real quick to the right, and it showed the sky.
Oh man,
and you can see death.
How they was
descending?
Did they jump off the mountains and glide over there, or they
death was descending?
Oh man, death from above. That's fine. That's heavy. I wish you could pull that up on the screen so they can see it. Yeah. That's heavy. If you could, if you could, it's why he reading that. See if you can get that up on the screen.
I got you.
Can you imagine being at a concert and then you look up and see hand gliders? Knowing you ain't never seen no mess like that, really.
We swag surfing. The Lord with us. Salaki.
Come on. Yeah. Good. One thing you're not gonna do is kill a bunch of niggas. You ain't gonna kill it. Well, excuse me, Salaki. You ain't gonna kill a group of Negroes. We run. We see one Negro running, we all just take our run. You ain't gonna just kill a group. Christ got to come back and do all that with the atomic bombs, but you ain't just gonna kill a whole group of us. Like
even our people in our foolishness,
yeah,
with not having the light of the truth,
right.
We see a big effigy of Buddha.
You're right.
We're gonna be like, oh hell no, what is this?
Yeah,
Why is this here?
They gave old boy a hard time at his concert and left. Travis Scott.
Right,
he did the whole eyes and devil and stuff. And Negroes walked out the concert.
Right.
See, black folks don't play when it comes to stuff like that, really. So you might be to unalive a few of us, but you ain't gonna just get no whole group. You know what I mean? Come on, niggas. You start talking about devil and all that. You can pop perks all you want. You can buy Tootsie Roll Brown all you want. When you start seeing hand gliders that talk about Satan, nah, niggas getting up out of there. Right. Concert over. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. But we just real superstitious. You know, we don't really understand the power of the Most High and, you know, how he really works. We seen The Exorcist when we was a kid, and now we think, you know, spooky oogie. Right. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes.
And there shall be seen what?
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes all over. Go ahead.
And uproar.
And what?
Uproar.
What happened in Alabama? Remember that with the chair? Remember that happened with the chair? What's going on in Philly right now? Alabama slammer. All going to the kids, all the door, busting through the doors, stealing everything. Police chief getting punched in the face in the middle of the street. Palestine versus Israel all through New York. Campuses on uproar. People shooting up everything. Uproar. Go ahead. What else?
Uproars of the people.
Of the who?
Of the people.
We see that all the time on the news. How is this old Bible that you cast away describing what's going on now? It's real and it's a live book, man. Uproars of the people. Go ahead. What else?
In the world. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake all those things.
That's when you're going to, you start seeing this, you're going to realize, oh, the Lord, this was prophesied, man. Christ is coming back. That is what this is about.
That's right.
That is the end and all be all. And now, since we know that, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? THAWADAH, you just put it up there. Well, are we still going to eat pork? Look at this image right here, man. This is going to be you at the Thanksgiving Day parade. Right here. This on the left is Israel. They in Israel having the whole party, listening to whack-ass music with this big old statue of some idol up here. It looked like an old Asianish, Malaysian / Buddha or some garbage, right? And then look to the right. That's Hamas flying in on hang gliders. That's Hamas on hang gliders flying in while they partying. Yeah, and that small conundrum, that little small space of time right there, that they thought that was in their world because they coming with AK-47s on them hang gliders, right. Big machinery, big weapons, and going. They lit that concert up. I saw a video. Them Negroes was shooting the porta potties. They came in shooting the porta potties. Just give it. You in there taking a dump. You getting hit up. Look at that. Keep it up. You go to the Thanksgiving Day parade if you want to this year. Go ahead. Go to the Thanksgiving Day parade down there at Haynes or Macy's Day Parade and watch what happens. You celebrate New Year, that's going to be your reality. Because some of those people are alive that day. That was the last thing they saw. Was a worshiping an idol, hand gliders, AK-47 bullet. That's it. That was their reality. Is that going to be your reality? And I don't want it to be mine. Right. I'm going to get caught dead worshiping some idol. Now, these are heathens. They don't have a law, but they in our holy land. The Lord is allowing this happen to set blacks and Latinos free. We should be happy. I'm not telling nobody to pick up arms and take up arms or hurt anyone. We don't have to. Look what they're doing to themselves. So what manner of people should we be? We should be wanting to serve God more and say those prayers with more fervent bass. We used to say those prayers, brother. You better say them damn prayers with everything you got.
That's right.
Because that's why that's happening. You think Pastor Joe Willie's prayers is why this is happening? That long ass hallelujah prayer, blessing pork. He ain't say nothing about revenge or let loose all the plagues. We pray for the terrorists to be let loose. Right. Here they come on hand gliders. And it's more going to happen. Brother, that gives me hope. I don't know about y'all. I see that, I get re-energized. Because them prayers are not in vain.
That's right.
They're not in vain. It's happening. My brother's reading out of a holy book right now. The things to look for. It's telling you. We better get our minds right, man. We ain't got much time left. Playing around with weed, playing around with zodiac signs, some stupid fraternity and sorority cannot save you, man.
Right.
Your credit score can be an 850. It ain't gonna matter when that sky crack. We ain't having no credit score the kingdom of heaven. What the hell is that? That's some oppressor nonsense. It's oppression. Who cares about that? Just stop giving a damn about it now. Choose Christ today. Love your brothers today. Come into the I.S.U.P.K, man. This is your safe haven. It's a safe haven. You got brothers who are keeping the laws of God. We love each other. We actually follow laws and rules, meaning I want to be in a place where this brother won't molest my child.
Right.
Not because of nothing, because there's laws against it, and he really believes the laws. Why? Because he pays his tithes. He goes to camp. Yes, he loves his brother. He keeps the holy days. Of course, he won't do that to my child because he actually believes. You're going to go risk that and go to some Christian church or some blackity black movement, brother. Lord be with you, man. Them hand gliders is a sober reality how your party can be turned over real fast.
Right.
Bible says just like the days of Noah. Give me that scripture if you could. Drop that. Drop that from what you got. Darash. You understand? Just like the days of Noah, man. I hope to see Christ in our time. I really do. I really do. You understand? That's it. That sounds right. That sounds right. You understand? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Give me that for me with your brother. You got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking.
They was doing what?
Eating and drinking.
Oh, yeah. Eating and drinking. Like now, you eat every day, you drink every day. Going to the bar, going to the new club, trying to see what this lamb chops about this new spot. You in the strip club ordering the good chicken wings. You planning a little Macy's Day Parade. You got to have Thanksgiving. Go ahead. Eating and drinking.
Marrying.
Oh, you having a lot of sex. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. I don't think you know that or not.
That's right.
Oh, they was having a lot of sex, boy. Tearing fire here and there. Having some good old sex. Read on.
And giving in marriage.
And giving in marriage. Go ahead.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the day that Noah entered that ark, brother. That old big old ark that he was building for all them years. We was doing all that stuff. This is in the New Testament he's reading. Giving an example of something happened thousands of years prior to that. About how we should read this in the New Testament and apply it to now. Read on.
Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came.
And
took them all away.
It took some of them away.
Took them all away.
It took them all away, man. How was shy? He's not giving you, he's talking about the Old Testament. Giving you an example of when he comes back, what to look for, what not to be caught up doing. Go ahead.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Go ahead.
Verse 40. Then shall two be in the field. The one shall be taken.
Yep.
And the other left.
See, think about that. You just, one gone, you just there. I want to be the one that gets taken.
Right.
Not trying to be the one still holding the plow, looking around because I want to talk about my zodiac sign, or my Bitcoin is more important, or my slavery is more important instead of coming to the Passover. You understand? I don't want to be the one that's down. I want to be the one that's taken, because Christ is telling us right now what's going to happen. Right. It's out of his own mouth. What more do we need to hear or see before you serve the Lord? It's a decision that you're going to have to make. I can't make it for you. You got to make your own election sure. Any more on that?
Lie.
That's it. Drop that if you could, brother. You understand? You got to make a decision, man. If you could, brother, give me we're gonna close this out. Give me Revelation 18:4. What time is it? Yeah, that'll be it. We'll close it early. Revelation 18:4, if you could, brother. You understand? We got to get to the point where we understand one thing, man. Christ is coming back.
It's a little more on that. It's a little
It's
more.
a little more?
Yeah. Go all the way down to 42.
Yeah, give me 42. That's fine.
40 to 42.
You understand? Christ is coming back. He's telling you right here. He's telling you right here. Just like the days of Noah, eating and drinking, having sex, partying. You understand? Not even considering the fact what these brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K are doing.
Right.
You know, not even listen to Commander YAHANNA. He's telling you about World War III. He's online right now, talking about World War III.
Right.
He be doing anything in the world. He's teaching the people what it is they must do to survive these times, man, and what to look for. Your Christian pastor could care less. Your Christian pastor is one of them fools that was out there at the concert before Hamas hand glided in. Go ahead, brother.
You wanted me to go back to Matthew 24?
24 and 40.
Yeah, 24:40.
Read it. Start at 41.
2 women shall be grinding at the mill.
Yeah, 2 women grinding at the mill. Go ahead. Working. Go ahead. Yep.
The one shall be taken and the other one left.
Yeah, this is going to be one sister's going to be taken up, other one will be right there. Which one you going to be? I want to be the one that's taken. Sisters, you going to be the one that's taken. Yeah, she fully brought in. She had the oil in the lamp. She was the one paying her tithes, not gossiping, coming into the I.S.U.P.K. That's so heavy because that's literally you in the world. You got you and your friends and your sisters. Who's going to be taken up? Which one? Go ahead.
Verse 42. Watch, therefore.
No, just sit around and play PlayStation all day.
Watch, therefore.
Mm-hmm.
For you know not what hour your Lord doeth.
You better watch because you don't know what hour the Lord does what?
Doeth come.
You don't know what hour is coming in. You better watch. Watch what? Watch for the signs. He's already telling you like the days of Noah. We having it right now. Everybody's planning on what? Oh, in April, I'm going to the Dreamfield Fest. You better be saying the Passover. You better be thinking about going to some stupid concert where we got the Lord's Passover in Durham, North Carolina, April 20th. That should be the only thing on your mind. If Christ don't return for April 20th, you better be planning to be at the Passover. Go ahead, brother, please.
Can you imagine?
Oh, man.
Can you imagine seeing Noah building the ark? He was very meticulous. The Lord gave him specific instructions as to the dimensions of the ark.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching this ark be built.
Right.
From the gopher wood, watching it be built over time.
Right.
And you're not interested, you're not intrigued at all.
I wonder what they was like. Hey, man, what you doing? Yeah.
I ain't no damn fool. I wasn't no soul leak in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you're looking at me like, I'm crazy?
It ain't rain.
I don't have no sense.
But it ain't rain at this point now. He talking about some rain.
They see us on the street corner.
Right, exactly. There it is. There it is. Yep.
They see us on the street corner.
You see, last time I was out there, right? The stuff we were saying. And we came out there a couple weeks ago, and it was a little different. Them mouths we heard, shut up and go. They weren't like that. These Negroes might be right. Put some respect though. We talking about, because we're not up there just talking about sports.
Right.
Deion Sanders, Colorado. No, we're talking about thermonuclear destruction, wars and rumors of wars. Now they're seeing it. You ain't heard Simon Temple's not saying that. Lewis Chappell, not the man of church. They're looking at us like, okay, instead of me spitting on the ground in front of them and telling them to shut up and go home, maybe I'll just walk by and smirk. They might do a little, but they're not so they're listening. I see them trying to act like they're getting in the car, taking extra long. Because you want to hear the word.
Right.
Because you know we're right. Just come on in here.
Right.
Come on in. Ain't no point in trying to battle the priests and prophets. You can. Yeah, you can try. You're gonna get cut, but just come on in, man.
Right.
Come on in. Any more than that? That was it, right? Yeah, that was it on that. Yeah, drop this last one. We're gonna get up out of here. Give me Revelation 18:4. No. Give me Baruch 4:24. Salakia. Apocrypha. We're gonna close it on out. Yep, I was lying right. Yeah, they looking at Noah like he crazy. It ain't rained yet. You know what I'm saying? Just like now, thermonuclear destruction ain't come to America yet, but it's coming, brother. You see those? Have you seen the on YouTube? They got this video, And they kind of scientifically estimate based off how many nuclear weapons they think they know North Korea has, and Russia has, and Iran, all this stuff, and China has. They say, okay, if they got 10,000, they got 11,000, they got whatever. So how would they? And they know which way their weapons are pointed to North America, right? And to certain places. They're trying. It's a map showing if, in fact, they all press the button where the rockets will go, brother. When it says this place is gonna be a lake of fire, goddamn. I mean, I saw that. I saw where the rockets was supposed to be landing. It's like a simulation. I'm like, man, if that actually happened, brother, it's amazing. And these are nukes. These ain't Fat Man and Little Boy that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These are 100,000 times more powerful. So, I mean, good luck with your little stupid doomsday. You might not even make it out the rocks I'm at. Little doomsday preppers. Because, brother, what's going to happen to America? Bible, it ain't going to be like a time like Noah or before, after. It's going to be worse. Go ahead.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
That's right, man. The things that are pleasing to the Lord are made known unto us. The Passover, the services of the Lord, the Sabbath service, man, the dietary law, the brotherhood and sisterhood, man, the mysteries of the Bible, the knowledge about the chariots of God, the inner workings of order, rank, and structure, and obedience, and counsel. Those are known to us. Read on.
Verse 5. Be of good cheer.
And the prophecies. You see all this crap and going in the Middle East? Be of what?
Of good cheer.
Be of good cheer, man. Don't you be sad and picking a side. Be of good cheer. Go ahead.
My people. The memorial of Israel.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction,
right?
But because ye moved God to wrath.
That's right. We moved the Most High power to wrath. Is why we were sold, right? Everybody knows we were sold to the oppressor. We were sold to serve out our servitude. We were never supposed to be lynched and castrated. Right. He did that because he's a wicked bastard. He's a devil. That's why he did that. Right. Well, everybody knows we were going through our punishment. Everybody knows it. The oppressor took it and ran with it and did too much. Right. Committed awful crimes. He's going to pay for those crimes. Go ahead.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies. Verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
So you're at verse 7?
Drop
that.
So, like, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
Officer Zion says, Noah was crazy until that first drop.
Oh, yeah.
And that was,
was
real.
He was a drunk then to that first drop, right? That's what they called him. Ain't that what they called Noah?
He was delusional.
Yeah.
He was living his truth.
Right.
His own separate truth in that moment, you know?
Right. That's what they called him.
But it don't even matter, though. It don't even matter, though, because all the naysayers, all the people that doubted Noah, all the people that oppressed Noah and called him a drunkard and called him a crazy fool and called him delusional and said he was living in a world of his own, where are they now?
Yeah. It was beating on the sides of the ark trying to get in. And they didn't get in.
It's going to be a day where we lock that door and you're going to be able to come in that damn door.
Right. Good night. No, you're so right about that. And that's the heavy part, man. Why is here the scripture in the Apocrypha saying just that too? Ecclesiasticus. About coming in here before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? This safe haven right here. You understand? Hold on.
YAHANNA talked about it. Commander YAHANNA talked about, you know, that day where he take his prophets off the street corners.
Yeah. That day could happen.
Shut the schools, close the doors of the school.
Right.
If you in here, you in here. If you ain't, Lord be with you.
Man, Baruch 4:28. Go ahead. That's right.
Salaki.
Nah, you're right, brother. You ain't in here by then. Lord be with you. Maybe he might have mercy on you. You know, our prayers are all Israel is saved. But guess what, brother? The Lord gonna make that decision. You better make your election sure today. You better not, you say nothing to be gambling with. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray,
right,
from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Break that down.
So what it's saying pretty much is, for as it was your mind to go astray.
What does that mean? How is it our mind to go astray from God?
Meaning that we separated our mindsets from God's ways, the law, statutes, and commandments, not following Him and doing our own thing.
Okay, now give me an example of doing their own thing. What is a mindset of God then? You said law, statutes, and commandments, right? So what were we doing?
So we were, well, our people in our history, we had history of following the other nations, the Gentiles, following their ways, following the heathens, following their customs, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Worshiping idols.
Worshiping idols.
There you go. Okay, that for it was your way. Read it again from the top.
For as it was your mind to go astray.
Yeah, it was our mind to go astray, right? It was our mind. We made that decision to go astray. And we had a path, that straight gate that leads to the truth through these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Our mind was get off that, just go straight. That's some wild sheep, just eat what you want, sleeping what you want, just going astray. Like you ever see your mom ever say this to you? Where the hell you going to look at somebody's lost child? Like you just shirt all off your shoulder, shoes untied. You ain't cleaned your room. You just doing what the hell you want to do. Not what they laid down for you. You ain't brush your teeth like you were supposed to.
Right.
You didn't do nothing that the laws of this house said for you to do. You look like somebody's lost child. That's how we were. Worshiping idols, like you said, trying to be like the Gentiles, the heathens, all that nonsense. Now, fast forward today, like he said, celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, trick or trunk.
You want to watch Pornhub?
Yeah, you want to be on Pornhub?
Rub one out.
Yeah.
You want to roll that blunt?
Yeah. In your mind, you're going astray. Go ahead, read on.
So being returned, seek Him 10 times more.
Break that down.
So since we went astray and you return to the Most High, now you must seek Him 10 times more, meaning you should look to follow His ways and His what He laid out for you 10 times more, like as far as like your strength.
So what that means, being returned?
Meaning that you was astray at one point, so now you return to the Lord.
How does a brother and sister be return to the Lord?
How did they return?
How did you return to the Lord?
Reality set in, and just
reality can set in for Pastor Joe Willie every morning. He's still on the toilet. Reality sets in. He writes a scripture and he lies to your mama. What did you do that separates you from Pastor Joe Willie?
I got where you're going with it. So what I pretty much did, I ended up just when the Lord woke me up, showed me certain things that brought me in here, but I just started.
He brought you where?
Into the I.S.U.P.K.
Thank you. Give him a hand. That's all I'm trying to get you to say, brother.
Oh, Salak.
That's being returned. You coming in here. You understand? Being in the truth. We was astray at first, in the lies, in the church, fake Israelite groups, Christmas parties, Secret Santa, entanglements. None of that no more. Right. You come in here. Return. This is where we're supposed to be anyway. Joined together, like Zephaniah 2:1 says. And whereas that's right here in the body of Christ. One body, one spirit, one truth. We come in one West. You right here, you right in here. That's being returned unto the Lord. Because that's what fake Christian Israelites think, that they're returned to God in their own group. No, it's right here. Now that's how you return. Now that you're in here, you're going to seek Him what?
10 times more.
How do you do that?
You got to have your head in that Bible.
And what else?
The truth.
The pastor got his head in the Bible, but he ain't saying nothing.
He's going to have to come into the I.S.U.P.K. to learn the truth of the Bible.
Got it, but what is it saying right in front of you? It says, seek Him
10 times more.
Break that down. How do you seek Him 10 times more? What does that even look like? It's real simple.
Come to the priests and the prophets and learn.
That's one. That's one. But
to learn the information.
It says 10 times more. When you was astray, you was a good sinner, right? Oh, yeah. All that good old anime porn, all that weed smoke, all the unlawful foods, all that fried shrimp and oysters. You kept not just one holiday, you kept all of them and your birthday with tremendous zeal. Candles. Even if you try to be modest, you expected birthday stuff. You celebrated Christmas, not a little bit. You celebrated Christmas. New Year's, you had that one holiday that was yours. For some niggas, it's Halloween. Right. Oh, Halloween's one. All the rest of y'all can have. But Halloween, I go all out for Halloween. I just love Freddie and Jason and all this stuff. Comic-Con. You put all the zeal into whatever that thing was in the world. You put energy into it. Now you come in here, it says seek him 10 times more. Meaning what? Hey, just listen to the priest probably. You better not miss a goddamn high holy day. You better come to every camp. You better sweep the floor like you never swept the floor before. You're going to obey orders like you never obeyed orders before. 10 times more than what you did when you was in the world. Don't give the Lord half-ass nothing. You didn't give your grandma half-ass nothing when you went down south for her golden year's birthday party. You went and bought that Airbnb. You paid the money. You went to that drug dealer and bought that eighth of dope. You better seek the Lord 10 times more. Meaning you better not half-ass when you come in here. Go ahead, brother.
So like if I may, the word that comes to mind with respect to your action, your faith, the thing that you did was repent. And it says to turn from sin and dedicate oneself to the amendment of one's life.
That's right.
So you came in here and you putting your brick in.
Yep. And when you do it 10 times more. That's how you're a good sinner in the world. You better be a great priest and prophet.
That's right.
You better be more of a brother. Why? Don't give the Lord your least. Don't be like Cain and give us some goddamn veggies. Bring some meat up paws. Do what he say to do, man. Do what he say to do. Be like Abel. Be obedient, man. Love your brother. But go 10 times more than what you was in the world when you was astray, being a wicked sinner. Serve the Lord with that kind of zeal. You understand? So whatever, 10 times more. Up the ante. That's how you show the Lord that you believe and you love him. You understand? Any more on that?
Lot, sir.
And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over. Hold on, you can pass the order. Priest office of 1,000 Bonkia for the announcements.
Clap it up. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, it's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation is Hanukkah, December the 7th. This is a Thursday. First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. The 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shabbat Yada Matah, hands down, Sar. Turn and face the sisters, Imagine. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher, or Salakia to our sisters. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Latah by Shem Yahweh Shai. Yada Matah, hands down, class dismissed.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, buddy.